world. So I hope you guys are well. Just remember, this is a general reading. Sometimes my readings resonate, sometimes they don't. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I try to focus on general parts of your life, but if love seems to pop up the most, then so be it. Some of you, just a quick message, some of you may have to, listen to some protection frequencies, subliminals, or just find a way to protect yourself spiritually, because my evil eye bracelet literally just like fell apart. I need to like put super glue or something. And I didn't know if that had anything to do with you guys, because the reason why I thought maybe it could have something to do with you guys is because it broke as I started the video, like randomly, like the eye just fell out of my bracelet. So I have yet to glue the eye back on. So that could be some sort of message, Some people believe that there's no such thing as a coincidence, so you never know. But with that being said, let's get started. So what's going on with Cancer? What's going on with Cancer? Okay, abundance, opportunity, lies, leave me alone, I'm hurt, and I'm busy. Okay, I think that I'm busy goes under I'm opportunity. Okay. And we have throat chakra. Okay, so what's going on? I hope my readings for Cancer are not always negative, because one thing I've noticed is Aries is usually like a ambitious career kind of reading, and then Taurus is more about love, and then Gemini encompasses both. And then I've noticed that Cancer usually tends to be like something that like is either hidden from you that needs to be revealed. I don't know. I've noticed that is a major theme. I don't do it on purpose, but for some reason, that's just what I've noticed. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know which Cancers are resonating with this story, okay? Let me clarify abundance and I'm hurt, okay? All right, we have the King of Swords, okay? Can we clarify abundance and I'm hurt? Some of you could be dealing with an air sign. We have Three of Swords and Nine of Pentacles. Can we clarify lies and leave me alone? What's going on there? Oh, okay. The two of Pentacles wanted to come up, but if it comes back again, clarify lies and leave me alone. Clarify lies and leave me alone. We have the Five of Swords. Okay. And the Four of Pentacles. Can you clarify throat chakra? Okay. I just got the Ace of Cups for the throat chakra. Okay. And we have the Seven of Wands. I keep hearing if I could take it all back, I would now. So Cancers, for some of you dealing with someone, like if you're dealing with someone and it's been like quite a while, it's not like a new thing. It's like been someone who you've been dealing with for, seems like forever. This person you may get into an argument. That's just basically, what's coming up. It could be current or nearby, but there could be an argument, because Five of Swords is like a mental confliction, but it can also be like an argument. And the argument may be about you finding out that someone has been lying to you about something. I don't know what it could be. It could be something small, could be something big, but there's been someone who has not been honest, and it's going to cause you to want to basically like leave me alone kind of energy. Like you're going to want to take some space away from this person after the argument. I feel like this could be a repetitive cycle for some of you, where there's always a case of arguments, make up breakups. If you're a Cancer and you're not dealing with anyone, then please just ignore that part of the message. Don't worry, there'll probably be other messages for you throughout the reading. But for Cancers dealing with someone who has been dealing with someone for quite a while, there may be an argument headed due to dishonesty. But the good news is you guys are going to be getting a lot more opportunity in work and finances, because we have I'm busy. I see you guys becoming a lot more stable financially. Some of you could have got a new job. But again, if you're happy with your partner and there's no problems, then please discard that message. I don't want that message to resonate with you. But this is only for people who have been dealing with someone and their character to be usually dishonest and stuff. Because I'm getting it's not like a new thing. It's not like a gasp thing. It's more like, oh well, I didn't really trust this person anyway, and it still hurts, but it's not like outside of their character kind of person. But other than that, you will be getting more opportunities for finances. You're going to be a lot more abundant, which is great, a lot more stable. We even do have the Nine of Pentacles, so you're going to get that money up. It's kind of a bittersweet reading because I feel like you're going to be really happy to step your money game up and be independent. Abundance, I mean, who doesn't love money, right? But at the same time, there's going to be also an abundance of feeling sad because, some of you could be splitting up with this person for lying. Maybe the lies were too much, or maybe you guys argued too much. Whatever the story is, it got too toxic. And for some of you, this person could have just been very emotionally unavailable, just very cold, very distant. King of Swords, you could be dealing with an air sign. I do feel like a lot of things have not been said, even though there's going to be arguments or there has been arguments. So much has been not said, and I feel like that's maybe what the lie is. It could either be a straight up lie or withholding of information, omission. But I feel like eventually, like with the third chakra, something does need to be said. Okay, but I feel like whoever needs to say what they need to say needs to let it out, because with the Ace of Cups, it will allow you to release. Okay, the Ace of Cups isn't always about love, but it's just a release of emotions. I feel like someone's been holding something back for quite some time and they're being advised to let it out. Okay, but that's what I'm getting. I'm so sorry for those who do resonate with that part of the reading. For others of you who are in happy relationships, don't worry, ignore that. We'll get more messages. And for others of you who are single, not dealing with anyone, don't worry. Your message was just about your abundance. Okay. What else is happening with Cancer? What else is happening with Cancer? Okay, we have the High Priestess. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Justice. We have the Six of Cups. Okay, and we have the Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Okay, can we clarify the High Priestess with the Six of Cups? Okay, that's very weird. Does that even make sense? I'm trying to interpret this. I'm like, what's this got to do with this? Let me reshuffle because I still don't get it. If it comes out again, then can you clarify the High Priestess with the Six of Cups? Okay, we have the Queen of Swords and we have the Four of Cups. Okay. And we have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So I feel like for some of you Cancers, you may be going through a situation where something is making you feel a bit emotionally drained, or something that was once making you happy is making you kind of suffer at the moment. I wouldn't say suffer. For some of you, I might sound a bit dramatic, but all I'm saying is you guys could be going through a period of time where you don't really feel particularly the happiest, okay? Some of you could be either very intuitive or you could know someone intuitive, and they're going to be offering some words of wisdom and advice. And I'm getting like this could be someone from your past or friends or someone who's in your soul tribe. They're going to be helping you out because this person's very intuitive. This person wants to see the best for you. This person wants to see you shine. This person really misses you. And I feel like you're going to be spending some time with your friend or friends because you could be feeling a bit depressed or in a rut or emotionally, just kind of feeling emotionally drained and just needing a pick-me-up or needing some time. So I feel like you're going to be spending some time with someone who is like a long-term friend, someone who's really wise, very intuitive, okay? If you want to like let something out, this friend is here for you, which is really sweet. Because I feel like with the Justice card, you could be dealing with a Libra as well at some point. But with the Eight of Cups, I feel like you're walking away from someone. And I'm getting it wasn't the easiest decision to make, but it's your good karma. Like if you're on the right track of walking away from someone, Spirit is saying you're making the right decision because this person will only drain you. And you're being advised to hang out with friends and feel free to, like vent basically and focus on what is going to bring you more happiness. I feel like this could be the start of your new era. You don't really need to wait until the 1st of January to make resolutions. I just feel like you just need to start whenever you want to start. I feel like you're going to be focusing on how to progress in your career instead. You could be going from a student to a worker. and you could be getting really better at what you're doing. Even though it may come with a lot of stress, I feel like you're working hard and you're getting a good karma eventually because you had to do something very difficult, okay? Um, but I do feel like you'll be able to feel emotionally balanced and you'll feel whole within yourself with time. But I do feel that right now you may be in this period of time where you don't really feel fulfilled in your love life or you don't really feel fulfilled in certain areas of your life. But for career, it's looking good. You're starting, you're progressing. But yeah, you're going to be hanging out with some friends and having a get together that will help try and put you in the better mood. Okay. What's going to be happening for Cancer? What's going to be happening for Cancer? We have the Hermit. So yeah, again, you're still going to have some time to yourself here and there. Because, I mean, Cancer is quite an introverted sign. So even though you will be getting together with friends, I feel like it won't be like a consistent thing. It will just be like, if you've been feeling sad, I feel like your friends can pick up on it and they're going to want to try and cheer you up, right? We have the Death card. We have the Strength card. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Three of Wands. Oh, I think that actually goes here. And then we have the King of Cups. Okay, so I feel like what's going to take place is there may be a decision you have to make regarding your career. Some of you could be doing something, but you may feel like it pays the bills, but you don't know if it's your right path. You don't know if it's a type of job that you're meant to basically retire in and, you know, stay in for a long time. Or if you want to try something new, you're going to be making a big decision regarding something. But this could also be you just handling a lot of responsibilities, and you're trying to think to yourself, what burden do I need to get rid of? Or it could require a really big choice you have to make. I do feel like some of you are running away from, or continually running away from transformation. I'm not saying that people have to suffer or anything, but there's certain lessons that we have to learn in life and certain things we have to go through that are really, really difficult. And it may not make sense why we're going through it, but it's part of the learning process. And you know what they say, the teacher is always quiet while the student is doing the exam. So it requires you to change. I don't know which religion it is, but there is a religion that does state that, I think it's Islam or Christianity. It's one of the two, or maybe both of them. But it says something along the lines of God will not change your situation until you change within yourself or what's in your heart, whatever it may be. So there's something that you're being put through a series of tests or difficult circumstances or a period of problems so that it can change you and mold you into something better. I hate the whole cliche where, oh, you know, this pain you went through just made you stronger. I don't feel like it's just always meant to make you stronger. I think it's just meant to change certain aspects of your perspectives on things. So there is a need for you to, you're being called to a higher purpose in life. You're being called to do something a little bit less introverted. Like you may be an introvert, but you're being called to do something bigger and better. And in order to achieve that, you have to go through certain lessons so that you're able to detect who's there for you, who's not there for you, who's trustworthy, who's not trustworthy, your self-worth, how much do you value yourself, how much do you love yourself, how much have you healed. Like there's something that you're going through that may be hard, but it's necessary for your transformation. But some of you may be more inclined to run away from that transformation because it's unsafe. Some of you may have a fear of the new or the fear of the unknown. It's like you don't understand something or you don't want to try something new because it's not familiar. And you may be happy staying in a familiar situation or even relationship because it's safe, not necessarily because it's good for you, you know. But you know the saying goes, don't drink poison just because you're thirsty, you know. So just be aware of that. Some of you Cancers are not doing that. But for others of you, you could be like needing to go through a transformation, but it's like you're not doing the shadow work, you're not doing the inner work. And that's why it's going to cause you a bit of confusion on what to do with your life. But I do feel like you're being pushed to try something new. You're being pushed outside of your comfort zone, but you may be trying your best to be strong and go and bite the bullet and try and put yourself out there and do things outside of your comfort zone. But it's not easy, okay? Some of you could be trying to hold back with this Strength card. This is like taming yourself, but you're being advised to go and try it, whatever it may be, okay? And we also have the King of Cups. So I do feel like there will be someone who's rooting for you, someone older who wants to be there for you. but I do feel like your journey, it may feel like you're alone, but I promise you're not alone. There's a need for you to use your intuition when it comes to certain things. Because I feel like with sometimes with cancers, it's like you guys are very intuitive people. Like, you know, like anything and everything. Like, no one can lie to you, especially if you're an introverted person. Because I feel like introverted people tend to be a lot quieter, so they do more observation rather than talking. And when someone doesn't talk as much, they're learning a lot more. You know, they're studying people, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally. But I feel like the only downfall for some of you is you may know of things, you may know what certain people are like, but you may try to make excuses or choose to not see it. It's kind of like someone who's self-aware of the kind of things that they do, or they're self-aware of the areas that they need to work on, but they're just not doing the work. They're just like, yeah, like for example, if you're in a situation with someone who's treating you badly, you're self-aware enough to know that you should not be treated this way, but maybe the strength is not there enough to leave it. Like, for example, you know, or maybe you really hate the job that you're doing. You're self-aware enough to know, well, I could just study and get a different job or do something else. But it's like, I'm too scared to do that, so I'll just stick to something I hate instead. You know, it's kind of like that kind of energy, you know, or you know, someone that you don't trust, where like, I don't really trust this person, but at the same time, I don't know how to be on my own, so I'm just gonna stay with this person, you know, and just basically just be in a very untrustful relationship, so, or friendship even. So that's the kind of energy I'm getting. This is a very specific reading. It may not even resonate with a lot of cancers, because I know cancers, and a lot of cancers that I know are not going through this. So I'm just thinking, this seems very specific. So Cancer, what does Cancer need to know? We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Three of Wands. And we have the Sun card. So I feel like eventually, once you go over this difficult period of your time, I feel like you're going to try your best to force yourself to move forward in your life. I feel like you're going to become a bit more ambitious as opposed to playing it safe. So some of you maybe will end up doing the shadow work on yourself and say, you know what, I need to challenge myself. So I do see you moving forward, but this could also be a message that for some of you, you could be moving forward, but that's when an ex wants to suddenly come back. Once they realize you've pulled back your energy, they might try and confront you or come towards you. Just be wary of that, because it could be just a test from God. Like, don't always fall for it, because some people just don't change, you know. Some people just want to be in your life to stop your growth, you know. But we do have the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands, so I do feel like it may be a bit challenging, whatever you're trying to do and embark in your life, but you're trying to do it anyway. You're very resilient, you're very determined. No matter how uncomfortable and scary life can be, you're still putting yourself out there, which is absolutely fantastic. Okay, because we have the Ace of Wands. It's kind of like a new fire has been lit up your butt and you're trying, you know. But the 9 and the 1 just makes 10, so it's like you're going to be working hard and putting yourself out there, knowing that it's difficult, but there's something you need to do. So I feel like you guys are evolving, you're slowly transforming. Okay, with the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Cups, I feel like you're going to have a lot more options in love. Some of you could have thought you would have never got over the person that, you know, broke your heart at some point, but you're going to be moving forward. I feel like you're going to have a lot of love options to choose from, or you're going to be manifesting the kind of love that you desire. Maybe you wrote in a journal and thought, you know what, this is the kind of love I want. Or maybe you grew up reading a lot of love stories on Wattpad. I know I did, but now you get to actually write the script and manifest that. So that's good. I feel like you're going to be shifting into a much happier space, because we do have the Sun card at the bottom of the deck, but next to it is the Queen of Wands. So I do feel like the more you raise your vibration and the more you focus on your self-confidence and your self-love, the happier you're going to become, and then you're going to attract more opportunities and in love. So I do feel like you guys are doing the shadow work, which is really good. Or you need to do the shadow work, because that question was, what does Cancer need to know? So I feel like that's what you need to know, that if you are willing to do the shadow work and leave situations and people that no longer serve you, that bring you a lot of pain, you will be thanking your future self for it. So, I mean, your past self for it. Okay, what's being hidden from Cancer? What's being hidden from Cancer? The Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Emperor, the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, I feel like this goes here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. Okay, so what's being hidden from you is you're going to be celebrating something very, very soon. This could also be a reconciliation. I'm not getting three of cups for anything bad. I'm getting like this is celebration. Some of you could be just celebrating in general, just feeling like you're in a happier space, because I do feel like what's being hidden from you. So even if you're sad right now in this period of time, you're going to be feeling a lot happier in the recent future, or the near future, sorry. With the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, I do feel like you're going to go from this student to this like master, if that makes sense. So you're going to be starting something new job wise, or you're going to be someone who right now you're learning or sharpening some skills in your work field, and you're going to be a pro at it. And I feel like you're going to feel so confident with what you're doing, and you're going to be able to really enjoy how you're earning income. And on top of that, you're going to be independent. Like, you're not going to even need to rely on anyone for your finances. You're going to be completely stable, which is really good. With this Nine of Cups and this Seven of Wands, I feel like you're going to remain consistent. You're going to put all your energy into whatever you're working towards, because I'm hearing eyes on the prize. Like, you're focusing on what is really important, okay? And I feel like you're going to feel that you're getting your wishes finally fulfilled, which is amazing. And then we have the Emperor and the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like eventually you're going to feel like this Emperor, but you could also be attracting an Emperor that you're going to be working next to or working with. But for majority of you, I do feel like this is just your energy of just working really hard, and you're going to feel like this Emperor regardless of gender. And that's what's going to make you feel like you're on top. You're going to feel very confident. You're going to be making more time to enjoy life and reap the fruits of your labor. Okay, so you feel a lot more happier with time, but that's hidden from you. You may not see it now, but it's coming for you. Can I get a 10-card spread for Cancer? What does Cancer what does Cancer need to know? Can I get a 10-card spread for Cancer? Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Hierophant. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Devil card. We have the Queen of Wands. I feel like this goes here though. Okay, we have the Sun card. We have the the Seven of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Six of Swords. But I do see the, what's it called? The Four of Wands next to it, just to give it more context. And we have the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. So what I am seeing is, right now you may feel like you're going through a little bit of a depression or depressive season, especially if you live in a really cold place. So it may be hitting you even more. You may feel like you may not have enough. You may feel like you're struggling, or some of you may feel like you're on your own. But I do see that with time, you're going to be able to balance things out, because it's going from a 5 to a 6. So things will be improving very quickly, more so than you think. Okay. But the only obstacle here is commitment. So I feel like for some of you, you could be dealing with someone and you haven't even got the full commitment. Or I feel like you're getting to a point in your life where you might be done trying to get commitment out of this person, and you just want commitment in general, whether it's with this person or not. Some of you are getting to an age where you feel like you want to get married soon, and that could be an obstacle at the moment. Because in the past, you may have dealt with someone who was only giving you sexual gratification. It was very toxic. It's almost like they'll tell you what you want to hear, but their actions contradict their words, and they're basically just dragging you along, or just basically being a pest, not really being someone of their word, okay? More like a karmic situation that's hard to leave. But I feel like what you want is, you want to be successful, but you also want to be loved and cared for, desired, wanted, needed, and not even in an egotistical way, but you just want to feel validated in some shape or form, and you want the recognition you deserve, right? But I do see that you also want someone to really ask you out and really court you. And even if it's this person specifically, you may want someone that you're dealing with specifically to court you, to ask you out, maybe even to apologize and rectify things, okay? But what I see in the future is I see you letting go of that expectation. You're like, you know what? I can't force people. I can't make someone do something they don't want to do. I see you just finally letting go, and you're just like, well, I just want love in general. I would like to get married at some point. And I do see in the near future, you're going to be becoming a lot more independent and a lot more sexy and confident. You're going to feel like, you know what? I can buy myself flowers. I don't need to beg for this person to try and treat me the way I want to be treated. I'm gonna treat myself like a queen. And I feel like you carrying this goddess like energy and this self-love energy is what's going to attract new love. Okay, the good thing is you're learning how to be happy with or without a person, and you're learning how to look at things from a positive perspective. Okay, and I apologize if I'm stuttering or sometimes I'm not making sense, because all morning, and it started even last night, I think, like my throat chakra has been really like weird. Like it's almost like someone doesn't want me to put out the readings or doesn't want to give this information, and it's like every time I try to put something off, it just keeps being blocked. I even tried to do a picker card and it wasn't uploading, and then I tried to do all these readings and it's like I can't get the words out, so sorry about that. But yeah, you're being seen as someone who, oh, I want to clarify this actually. What is the Seven of Cups? Okay, you're being someone who's seen as like very conflicting, very like hard to read. Okay, with the Wheel of Fortune, people see you as very hard to read because you're a big dreamer and you're in your own little world, and you could be planning one thing and then you do another, and people just don't really know your next move. You could be someone who's quite secretive, not in a sneaky way, but you just may keep to yourself, and all of these thoughts are in your head. But I feel like you think more than what you let on. Like you don't tell people what's on your mind, but you may have a lot on your mind, and people may see you as very impulsive because they don't know what you're thinking. So especially if you're dealing with someone specific, they may not know how to read you. They may see that you are in their life, but they don't know if you're willing to leave them or what's going to happen. So it may be making this other person or people a bit uncomfortable. But I feel like what you want, what you're aiming for, something stable, a new love, someone who can treat you right. I feel like you guys are learning your worth. But yeah, as for the outcome of the Six of Swords, I see you leaving something else to go and achieve something else. Like you might be leaving a previous relationship to go and look for your future spouse, or someone who's going to treat you right, with someone who will give you that firm level of commitment, because I'm getting you just don't want your time wasted. Overall, we have the Strength. So I do feel like all of this, in order to like get through all of this journey, is not going to be easy, but it's something you're willing to do because you're sick and tired of doing the same thing, expecting a different result. Okay, I feel like you're finally going to snap out of something. I hope that reading made sense, because I'm not gonna lie, it low-key felt confusing to me explaining it, because I don't even know what kind of storyline this is, and I don't know any cancers going through this, but it seemed very specific. Okay, so what other information / advice do you have for Cancer? We have dreams, we have healing, we have patience, and we have inspiration. Yeah, I feel like you guys are now transmuting energy, which is good. And I know like that must have been very hard, especially for a Cancer. When you guys rule the fourth house. You guys like to be stable, home. You like things the same, predictable. But it takes a lot to get you guys outside of your comfort zone, but you guys are doing it anyway because we have inspiration. So you guys are feeling inspired to go after what you really want. We have dreams, so pay attention to your actual dreams, but also keep dreaming big, because I feel like that's what's getting you to your higher purpose. You've had to go through so much and you've been patient throughout, and I feel like that patience is going to pay off, because right now you're healing. Okay, so I feel like regardless, you're going to be having that true love that is there for you, but I feel like right now there's a need to focus on your shadow self. Okay, what advice do you have for Cancer? We have lost lands, and I remember how I said at the beginning of the reading that some people could have sent you evil eye. That could be part of the reason as to why you may feel like you've had to struggle even more so than necessary. Yeah, we have lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. So I do feel like it was part of your lifetime or your past lives where you have done this. So therefore, you get to change the script of how things ended maybe in that lifetime. And this time, you can actually learn the lessons and do things right. We have the 7 Star Sisters, birthing, creations, tapestry of life, expression. Okay, so there's a need for you to be more in touch with your femininity in terms of your creativity. Maybe if you guys write, you're being called to write or vent or put all your feelings and experiences into some creative pursuit, whether it be writing stories, writing scripts, or writing poetry, whatever it may be, something artistic related. We also have the star, ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. There's something that you were not paying attention to, and instead of saying, why me? You should have been saying, okay, what is this teaching me? What is this a sign of? What can I do to now learn from this experience? You know, it's all about perspective. And we have, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Okay, so I do feel like sometimes you may have felt left out. Sometimes you may have felt like, why do people treat me differently? What makes me stand out? What makes me not worthy of being picked? Or what makes me not worthy of being treated like everyone else? But it's because you're different. You're not meant to stay in the crowd with everybody else. You're not like everybody else. Sometimes God will use some of his people as catalysts for our growth, as catalysts to get us to where we're meant to be. What if you're supposed to be successful, Cancer, but in order to get to that success, you need to have this story of being heartbroken that kind of kickstarts you into putting all your energy into yourself and self-love, and you can write a song about it. It's kind of like giving me the vibes of Selena Gomez and everything she went with Justin, and then she wrote that song, Look at Me Now. And she also wrote the song Lose You to Love Me. I had to lose you to love me. And now look at her. She's happily in love in a new relationship. So sometimes you need to go through certain things to bring you where you need to be. And you shouldn't take it personally if someone doesn't accept you. Not everyone, you just need to realize not everybody has to accept you. And that's okay, because you're not meant to be accepted by everyone, you know? It's like not everyone's gonna like pizza, you know? But be pizza anyway, because there are many people who will love you. You know, what advice do you have for Cancer? Oh, what's this? We have see the light. Yeah, see the light. I do feel like you guys need to see your own light. You need to remember who the fuck you are, and you need to remember how amazing and how powerful you truly are. And if you stay vibrant and positive, watch how things do transform, okay? Someone will be apologizing to you soon, because we have say I'm sorry. And I feel like this apology is long overdue, but we do have tell the truth. So someone will be being honest with you about certain things. But regardless, I see you just stepping away from the crowd in order to build yourself up, build your self-esteem, and just go through your own form of transformation. What advice do you have for Cancer? What advice do you have for Cancer? We have recovery. Yeah, I do see you healing yourself. The irony is I did buy rose quartz not long ago, and I've been so obsessed with this stone. I don't know whether it works or whether it doesn't, because I don't know about stones. Some people do feel like they have really true healing properties, but with me personally, I just think rose quartz just looks pretty, so I just keep it for that reason. But I must say, ever since I've had rose quartz, I have been attracting a lot of love, self-love, healing. I have a lot more compassion for others, a lot more compassion for myself. So I do feel like it would help, you know, or just lighting rose incense or just buying roses. There's something to do with recovery. Okay, romance. Okay, so I do feel like you will be attracting a new love, a better love once you've done the healing. Okay, and we have be assertive. There's a need for you to actually speak your mind. And we did have throat chakra at the start of the reading, so maybe there's a need for you to speak your mind and voice your mind on something. And we have opportunity. How beautiful is that, Taurus? Not Taurus, Cancer. Maybe you guys will fall in love with a Taurus. I don't know why I said Taurus. Maybe because Taurus and Cancer do go well together. But there are going to be opportunities for you financially, okay? And you're going to feel really stable. Okay, what love advice do you have for Cancer? Oh! We have reconciliation in reverse, but I don't feel like that means you're not going to get reconciliation. I just feel like you're going to reconcile with someone who's not really for you, or someone from the past is going to come at you. But you're being advised to not trust this person, because next we do have deception, and the next card we have is pay attention to red flags. So I'm sorry, like most of this message is not great. With the past person, they're still deceptive, there's still a lot of red flags. So you can either choose to learn and grow and attract better, or get back in the situation and just be sad for the rest of your life. It's going to be up to you. But either way, I feel like if you try to open your heart to someone new as you're healing and doing the inner work, the new person is safe to love, okay? But that's what I'm getting. I'm so sorry, Cancer. Sometimes they're just so negative when it comes to your sign, I've noticed. And I don't even know who is resonating with this. And I'm so sorry if it's you. I really do hope that most Cancers are not resonating with this because it sounds so sad. But at the same time, there are really good parts of it. But you know what I mean. I just wish you the best and I wish you all the happiness in the world. And yeah, cold cut, cleanse, and protect your energy. But take care. Bye.